Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. To say that I am behind on literally over 2,000 messages that I received in the last 7 days while I was at this point in my journey last week driving to New Mexico for 10 plus hours is an understatement. Now, there's some stories that I'm just not going to cover. They're just old news. I think they would be a waste of everybody's time to cover them, even though I had a couple people who were kind enough to say, Prof, I'd still love to hear your thoughts on this. I just think it's old news. But one of the stories that I want to focus on today that I haven't had a chance to cover on the channel while I was gone, but it's a very important story, is the extra motivation for a new guaranteed awakened champion. And that is when you look at the season rewards, this champion. 7-star OG Scarlet Witch. Now, obviously, for the top master rank, there's a lot of exciting stuff in there. There's also, it feels like, a lot of stuff that shouldn't be in there. I still am amazed with the master that you're focusing on 6-star shards. I mean, where are the 7-star shards? That's my first question. And even the tier 6 and tier 3 are not that impressive when you consider what Valiant players get for free every day, every week, every month. But the 7-star really is in the form of this. However, how realistic, how obtainable is it when only the top 10 alliances get even one? Master is so competitive, but in this space, I still feel like looking at these rewards like we're discussing a world that, for the most part, besides the fact that Scarlet Witch herself is a 7-star champion, we're discussing a world where 7 stars don't exist, where the most important champions and items are 6 stars, where you're still trying to mostly care about taking 6 stars to rank 4, not even rank 5. And even the 25% tier 6 class catalyst fragment selectors for top 10 alliances are pennies on the dollar for Valiant players. But let's talk about, for the next part of this video, what happens when you get OG Scarlet Witch. In my last couple Battlegrounds matches, I was blessed enough to win after getting absolutely trounced in a loss back-to-back from Slick Alone and Cashmate. You'll notice I did not win a single match. I went 0 for 4. I was humbled, and then right when I thought that I should just retire my next 2 matches against 2 very good players, I won barely straight away without. So you just never know. Battlegrounds is like the game of golf, where at least every time you lose, you can start over and have a fresh matchup, a fresh course, but it can humble you real fast. For this one, you can see that my Domino did well against his Nick Fury, and his Tigra took a lot of shock, or neuroshock, I should say, damage against my Onslaught. And then for this, you had just a very close matchup where my Titania was able to beat his Titania. Thank you, Special 3 on that. And he lost by like less than 1,000 points. Gave me an old salute. I've been dealing a lot of kind Alliance War players lately who, even when they lose, they're still nice about the Bitmojis. But this is kind of the screen I want us to focus on, because I think he has a pretty high rated 6-star OG Scarlet Witch, and I'm guessing she was max sig. And so you'd think, as I hide my webcam, you'd think that she'd be a pretty good matchup against the new Serpent. The Serpent. A very good defender when he's not banned in my roster. But you'll notice that it was a struggle. It was a big struggle. I used Cosmic Ghost Rider against Atuma, Unawakened, took some damage, but still was a pretty straightforward fight. And then in round 2, kind of more of the same with Dust. This is the advantage of being Valiant. Budget, couple $100 a month. Budget or single out the Awakening gems that you get, either class-based or certainly generic every month from the side quest, and then just use them to awaken the new champion. It's like a factory of guaranteed value now, which is the opposite of most of the years of playing this game. But if you've got an Awakened 7-star OG Scarlet Witch, let's just say for the sake of argument, and it's not possible right now, that you have the chance to take your 7-star to max sig. Even at that, let's say she's ranked 3. Are you going to be able to definitely counter the Serpent? Maybe, maybe not. But if this is the data, it would make me less excited to go for that 7-star OG Scarlet Witch, and it would make me more nervous to think that I'm going to spend all that time and resources only to get mainly a champion that may or may not help me, especially in Battlegrounds. Maybe Alliance War is a little different, but Battlegrounds, we'll see. It just depends on the matchup. I like OG Scarlet Witch a lot, but I still think her utility is limited compared to some of the better champs in her class, regardless of the fact that she's now a guaranteed Awakened 7-star for those top Masters alliances when they finish those rank rewards. So I feel like this is maybe 1 year too late, but who knows? If you view my channel as Mr. Negative, if you think I just report slanted negative news because I should be just praising Kabam for allowing the top alliances to get this champ, let me know. Personally, I think if they wanted to make it more exciting, they should just make more opportunities for people who don't finish in the top 20. And maybe they should have this be revamped a little bit to where the top alliances get 4 of her, since 6 stones don't exist. And then maybe down here is 2, and the top 50 get 1 for starters. Because if you give the top 50 alliances 1 7-star OG Scar, which that might be motivating enough, but she's still largely a trophy champ. And even if she's max sig, if you're fighting somebody like the Serpent, good luck. Because speaking of RNG, there's a lot that can go wrong in that fight, and you only have 2 minutes-ish to win the fight. So I feel like this is 1 year too late. I also feel like Kabam, especially at the top of Alliance War, needs to give a heck of a lot more 7-star shards, and for that matter, tier 4 class catalyst, or excuse me, tier 6 class catalyst fragments. I also think that it's worth noting when you look at like rank 3 materials for 7 stars, and maybe this is by design, but like where are more opportunities like to get 1 tier 4 alpha at the top is wild expensive. Maybe it's worth it, and who knows, maybe there are alliances that don't have to spend money now for Alliance War top rank, but my guess is maybe they have to spend at least a little bit. It's just a weird, sort of outdated rewards space that I can't fully endorse and feel like we've kind of gone back in time on. But maybe some people out there think 7-star OG Scarlet Witch is the greatest thing ever to happen, and I should just shut up. I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching. Thank you for the feedback. Have a good one.